what I'm saying, because I think it makes a mockery of the women's game. If the focus on, now we just have to have people because of marketing and their attention, and they're not as talented, and we're not putting the best.
The controversy began when Molly Qerim, live on air, accused Caitlin Clark of making a mockery of women's basketball. She argued that Clark was diminishing the quality of the sport and receiving attention only due to her engagement with fans, not her actual performance. Yet, these claims came on the heels of a historic moment. The Indiana Fever narrowly lost to the Washington Mystics by 1 point in what became the most attended game in WNBA history. In fact, the Mystics even relocated the game to a larger NBA arena to accommodate the surge in fans, and broke the all-time WNBA attendance record in the process. It's hard to overstate the impact Caitlin Clark has had on the league. She's become a household name, consistently drawing sellout crowds and energizing audiences nationwide. So, why are some commentators, like ESPN's Molly Qerim, suggesting her presence is harming the sport, even when the numbers tell a completely different story? As Clark continues to deliver record-breaking performances, debates around her influence intensify. Is she merely a box office draw, or has she truly elevated the level of play? What about other rising stars like Angel Reese, who argue they've contributed just as much to the sport's growth? The reality is, Clark's combination of talent, work ethic, and charisma has helped redefine women's basketball. Despite her undeniable success, not all the attention she receives has been supportive. ESPN personalities, particularly Qerim, have been critical, casting Clark's rise as controversial rather than celebratory. Instead of uniting around a groundbreaking figure, the media discourse has shifted toward questions of bias, double standards, and even jealousy. When Qerim claimed that Caitlin Clark was making a mockery of the game, it wasn't just a critique, it was a flashpoint. Her comments sparked outrage and debate, but one has to ask, what exactly did she mean, and does the evidence support her stance? Most would argue, clearly not. Caitlin Clark isn't tearing down women's basketball. She's helping build it to heights never seen before.
The wrong team. She's got the wrong skill set to handle the physicality of that league, and she's a rookie. And if you're a WNBA player, if you're any kind of player, you're going to say, I'm going to make a statement. Targeted by society, targeted by her looks, targeted by her reputation, targeted by the disrespect that they've shown to the WNBA. There's a huge target on this kid's back. I thought Cameron Brink said something really smart. She said, no, they're expecting this rookie class to be perfect. This rookie class isn't even one of the best rookie classes in the last.
Cham has argued that while Caitlin Clark has undeniably drawn massive crowds and elevated viewership across women's basketball, she has not, in Qerim's view, raised the overall standard of play. According to Qerim, Clark's game is flashy but lacking in substance, more of a spectacle for casual fans than a display of fundamentally sound basketball. Qerim took this a step further, suggesting that Clark is more entertainer than athlete, a crowd puller who boosts numbers but doesn't uphold what she considers the sport's core values. Central to Qerim's criticism is the claim that Clark relies too heavily on three-point shooting and highlight reel moments, straying from the fundamentals like team-oriented offense, defense, and strategic execution. Qerim added that Clark's emphasis on scoring often overshadows other elements of the game she deems essential, such as playmaking and defensive accountability, but these critiques collapse under the weight of Clark's actual accomplishments. Far from being a surface-level showstopper, Clark has demonstrated historic levels of production, balance, and leadership, particularly during her collegiate career at the University of Iowa. She has shattered records, becoming the youngest player in NCAA Division I history to post multiple triple-doubles in a single season. And while her scoring grabs headlines, her court vision and passing ability are elite. She consistently led her team in assists and orchestrated the offense with the poise of a seasoned pro. Her basketball IQ is extraordinary. She anticipates plays before they unfold, dissects defenses with precision, and controls tempo like few players can. And her game doesn't stop on the offensive end. Clark is also a tough, gritty defender, often assigned to the opposing team's top scorer and regularly leading her team in steals. The suggestion that she's just an entertainer is not only dismissive, it's inaccurate. She's redefining what's possible on the court and forcing opponents to adapt their game plans. She's not lowering the bar, she's setting a new one. Yet, Clark's impact continues to face skepticism from high-profile figures like Monica McNutt, who claimed she'd award Rookie of the Year to Angel Reese if the Chicago Sky finished ahead of the Indiana Fever, a scenario that ultimately didn't happen. The implications seemed clear. Clark's numbers and influence still weren't enough to warrant the recognition she's earned. These criticisms raise a bigger question. Why is a player doing unprecedented things on the court being met with such resistance off it? Whether it's Indy,
I said this all season, BC. My rookie of the year is going to go based on the standings. Okay. Because I think that is how you have the opportunity to measure impact.
And the sky's right above
And
them.
the sky right now are in the playoffs, so you'd have to give the nod in my mind to Angel.
What I think is happening here is this black woman is trying to play mental gymnastics and find a way to put Angel Reese above Caitlin Clark. Rookie of the year does not go to a team. That's why it's called Rookie of the Year. It goes to an individual player. So wouldn't it make sense that you would analyze their statistics and analyze individual play overall? Like, this woman is doing all types of mental gymnastics in order to come to this conclusion so she can try to place Angel Reese above Caitlin Clark in that race. When the Fever and the Future are ranked higher than the Sky, I'll be curious to see if she says the same thing. See if she then tries to maneuver.